All right, guys. Well, if you are joining me again, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I appreciate your time. I don't think there's going to be anything terribly interesting about this video. It's mainly just a page / personal life update. As you can see, since the Fatwood tutorial video over a year ago, got a haircut. No more man bun thing going on. That pissed a bunch of people off, so that was fun. Didn't know that hairstyles could make people so annoyed. So from November, I'm looking at my chart over here, that's why I'm looking off. From November 5th, 2023 to July 28th, 2024, I took all of my Pathfinder classes with Dave Canterbury and all the other great, fantastic instructors up there. Really amazing, knowledgeable people. Took all those classes, all the ones I had signed up for, not all the classes, obviously, but all the ones that I had signed up for. Passed all of them. I did my basic survival class. I did my Bushcraft 101 class. Let's see, I did the navigation intensive. I did the wilderness first aid class and got my patch for it. That was a lot of fun. I also did my intermediate class, patched out on it, and also did my advanced survival class and patched out on it as well. So that was a solid 9-month process of pretty much back-to-back trips of, I think it was like a 7.5-hour drive from here in upstate South Carolina to Ohio, and then back again. And I was working all during those times, so thankfully I had an opportunity, discussions with the company I work for and everything. They gave me the time off to go do those classes, and I always took a day off before and a day off after, just for traffic drive recovery. I didn't know what the intermediate and advanced classes were going to bring as far as me being exhausted and tired and all that kind of stuff. After I was done with it, and I didn't know if I was going to have to get a motel room or something like that. Some people did. I ended up getting a calzone from a local pizzeria every time, after every class, and then I just went ahead and drove in home. Sometimes I didn't get back until 8 or 9 o'clock at night, I think, but I still had enough energy to pull over or to complete the drive and didn't have to pull over. I actually had more energy after my advanced and intermediate class than I did after my basic. I was exhausted after my basic class, and actually had to pull over and take a nap before I drove home. But after all my other classes, including intermediate and advanced, I was pretty much fine. The other update is that I bought a house, so that's fun. Lots of stuff to fix and repair and that kind of stuff. Definitely a fixer-upper, but I've got a basement, which is cool. So I've got can't really pan around and show a whole lot, but I'm just kind of getting like a gear room type thing situated, figured out, all that kind of stuff. And I've got a place with a top-down camera mount. I can kind of shoot videos like this. So in my process of moving, I have a 40-foot high cube shipping container that was just full of stuff, personal possessions, tools, whatever, things like that. A lot of camping gear, things like that. And I'm kind of at a point where I've been super busy with work since I finished my advanced class. I've been super busy with work. I'm doing a lot of different things with work and whatnot. But I'm kind of at a point where I'm wanting to focus more on the YouTube channel. I gave it a break for a little while and all the social media stuff and everything, but I'm wanting to get kind of back into that and shoot more videos. I've got a place that I can, it's kind of a quieter area. I can shoot some videos, a lot of tabletop stuff. I'm wanting to do some tabletop reviews on some pouches and bags, really show some close-up detail of those things, and try to give people a lot of bang for their buck, maybe do it in a manner that I can show a lot of like true size comparison of things. I can give some size comparisons of pouches, as well as what you could fit in those things with common items that you might would have in your household or gear you would already have. But anyways, with moving is a terrible, terrible thing, and I would not wish having to move on my worst enemy. When you start really realizing all of the crap that you own, it's kind of disappointing. But within that, I have realized that I have way too much stuff. I have way too much gear. I have so much gear that I don't have enough hands to use it. You know what I mean? So I thought it would kind of be cool to try to grow the channel and do some giveaway opportunities as well. So my loss is your gain. Right now, as of today, the channel has 521 subscribers. I would very much like to grow that by the end of this month to maybe 700 would be ideal. So at the end of this month, we're going to do a drawing of names off the channel of people that liked this video, and whoever that winner, that lucky winner is, we will be sending them this Maxpedition bag, which is awesome. Great piece of gear. If you've never owned one, they're fantastic. I think this is the, it's not the mongo, maybe it is the mongo. Fantastic bag. I absolutely love it, but I have too many bags, and that's just a reality. So if you're interested in that, subscribe to the channel. Even if you're not a new subscriber, if you're an old subscriber, that's fine too, as long as you are subscribed and you like the video, thumbs up or whatever their thing is nowadays. The second thing, or the third thing of that, is if you are interested, and this isn't part of the chance to enter to win, but if you are interested in any questions you might have about the Pathfinder classes, those are just extra suggestions that I can use for material for creating video content. So if you are curious about what I did for my intermediate class to prepare for it, or what I ate leading up to it, if there's any questions about how I rigged up my gear to give me a better opportunity to be successful in those classes. Any questions you can maybe think of that you personally are interested in, if you're looking at doing that program, let me know. There might be certain things that, questions that might be asked that I wouldn't give information on, because it's just kind of like a, you know, you really need to figure that out when you get there kind of situation. But there's a lot of information, a lot of really generic questions that I think people might have or would be interested in that I could do videos on, and a lot of questions I probably could answer, and that would be cool videos to do on. I'm also in the middle of building a bushcraft survival load bearing vest, LBV. which I can show you now.
So here is the LBV. It's an Eagle Industries situation with some Helicon text pouches on it. I'm building that out, and I'm actually got a different idea for something I want to do, but I will be reviewing this as well as some of those pouches next.
So that's pretty much it for the channel/life update. I also had some thoughts about doing some limited gear overnight camping /survival videos. If there are any suggestions on scenarios that I could put myself in, we might entertain those ideas as well. So I appreciate your time. It is extremely valuable to me, and I thank you for it. Please subscribe, like, do the bell, whatever kind of buttons they got going on nowadays. It'd be very much appreciated.